It's brunch with Brian today, and today is National Home Warranty Day. So, should you get a home warranty? It's Friday, so it's formal dining room Fridays, and it's casual Fridays, I guess. Today, I go out and play pickleball on Mondays and Fridays. So sometimes I don't get all dressed up. So let's talk about home warranties. So, should you get a home warranty? Is it worth it? Now, remember, in the lease purchase program, which is our favorite exit strategy, the idea is to buy the property from the seller and get monthly payments. That's the whole goal going in. So you ask the seller at some point, whether it's a distressed house or a nice house, would you be open to taking monthly payments? Now, some of these properties have been listed a long time. It's certainly more of a buyer's market now than it was before. And realtors are now bringing us these properties. So I want you to be aware of that. And there are certain areas of the country where there are really good cash flowing properties where you can buy houses between literally 50,000 and 150,000 that cash flow at $500 a month or more. We have one house that is $775 a month positive cash flow, and it's a $50,000 house. So I want you to find these areas, target these areas, and then when you put your lease purchase and then you get a monthly payment arrangement set up with the seller. There's a few different ways that you're going to do that. Subject to is a potential way. If they owe about 85% of what the house is worth or more, you're just going to say, will you sell it to us for what you owe on it? You're going to take over the mortgage like an assumptive mortgage. So that's what subject twos are like. It's almost like you're assuming the mortgage, except you're not doing a bunch of assumption paperwork. You're actually just, the only piece of paper that shows that you bought this house subject to is the purchase and sales agreement. Or you might buy it seller financed. You might have to create a new note and a mortgage and work out an amortization schedule. Or you may buy it as a sandwich lease purchase. That's the goal, is to get whatever scenario it is of monthly payments. Once you get the monthly payments set up, you're going to clean the house up, fix it up a little bit if it needs it. A lot of times these properties are in perfect condition. You don't need to do that. So you're going to put it up as a 1 hour open house. You're going to advertise it that way in Zillow and on all the other social media websites, and especially all the free ones, Nextdoor, 5 Miles, and of course Zillow. So it's going to hit Zillow. You might have it sold before the open house. You're going to get a ton of calls. It's going to say right in the ad, bad credit, okay. It's going to say, gorgeous rent to own home, bad credit, okay, available immediately. Open house, 1 hour open house, 2 to 3 on Saturday. A bunch of people are going to start calling. You're going to get the biggest non-refundable option deposit you can. There's 5 simple questions that you ask buyers. The first question is, do you know when you're moving? When are you looking to move? That's the first question. When are you looking to move? The next one, who will be living in the home with you? Number 3 is the big one. What's the most you can put down on your beautiful new home? Number 4, what's the most you can pay per month? And number 5, do you know what your qualifying issues are? So you go through those simple 5 questions with a lease purchase buyer, and you look for 10% down or more. So on a normal property, you're going to be getting at least $10,000 down, if not $20,000 down. That's the whole goal when you're doing a lease purchase. When you are doing a lease purchase, you are also making the tenant buyer responsible for all the maintenance and repairs. That's where the home warranty often will arise, that issue. They'll say, well, there's a lot of repairs that can happen on this house. And, I'm a little concerned that I might get hit with an unexpected expense. You tell them, why don't you get a home warranty? Now you guys can go, there's a ton of home warranty companies, and I'm not going to recommend any right now. There's a lot of them that are good. Look at them and look at the policies. Look at how much they cost and look at how much they cover. All right, for a few $100 a year, you can cover a lot of stuff. You can cover major systems. Now, these policies work even if the air conditioner, and that's the biggest expense you're ever going to get, even if the air conditioner is kind of spotty. If you look back a year ago today on our YouTube for this, I think I do a home warranty episode of Brunch with Brian on the side of the house, and I'm showing you the pool equipment, and I'm talking about how some policies cover pool equipment, some cover AC units, some don't cover those. So be careful what you're buying. Look and price shop. There's a lot of difference in price on home warranties, but you shouldn't be paying more than a few $100 a year to cover everything. And a lot of times it's really worth it, especially if your AC unit is 12 years older or more. So if you're buying a house and you've got an AC unit, probably even 10 years. If you know you got an AC unit that's 10 years older, 10 years old or more, if it was really not well taken care of, it might die soon. Usually they're going to last you about 15 years, depending on your city and how much wear and tear, your units get. So that's the kind of thing that is a really good deal, a really good bargain on a home warranty. You can get it really is worth it if you're replacing large systems. So today I sort of went through the whole business, kind of from the beginning, getting those monthly payments from the seller, all the way through putting a lease purchase tenant buyer in there, and then talking about the home warranty. So that's kind of a very quick overview. Let's get out there this weekend and make this business happen, make it happen for you. Let's get a house under contract. Go through realtors. If you don't already have, we call Saturday is deal meeting Saturday. So if you don't already have deal meetings set up for tomorrow, call today from 5 to 6 or 6 to 7 or 7 to 8 if you have to get a hold of some sellers, some FSBOs, try to get an appointment for tomorrow, or make a bunch of realtor calls. Go out and look at some properties with realtors. If you need a proof of funds letter, call the office at 888-RICH-NOW, because most realtors will not take you around or show you properties unless you have a proof of funds letter. So I can provide you with that. Just contact our office and let us know. Good morning, Linda. Charles, you're always here. Another great sunny day in Florida. Okay, and where are you guys in the country? Are you cold today? Some of you guys, there's a big cold going across the country, I noticed. So Friday selling, yes, did everybody meet their KPIs this week? That's good. KPIs is your key performance indicators. How many calls? I want you to make 10 seller calls a week. That's the most important KPI of all, is 10 seller calls per week. Good morning, Lori. How are you doing? Caleb, always great to see you here. Wendy, good morning. Hey, Wendy. And Doris. Guys, you can always say other stuff besides just good morning. I love it when you make a comment, say something about the day. I love it. Blessed day, Doris, to you as well. Lacey, so when you use lease purchase agreement, not purchase and sale. Okay, you're almost always buying with a purchase and sale agreement. Okay, and subject to deals, seller financing deals, contract for deed, all those kind of deals, you're using a regular standard purchase and sales agreement. The only time you do a lease purchase, there's two different lease purchase agreements. One's for buying, and it's the best agreement. That's called the lease with option agreement. So it's got the lease and the option built into one agreement. The one that you use when you turn around and sell is you've got three documents actually. You've got the real property possession and lease agreement. So that's just the lease. It's the rules of the lease, and that's the long agreement. Then the next thing is the lease rider. That's just one page, and it says how much the payments are and how long the lease is for. And then there's a third piece of paper that's called a purchase option agreement. The purchase option agreement says how much they're paying and how much their non-refundable option deposit is going to be. Remember, their non-refundable option deposit turns into their down payment as soon as they get qualified. Great question. Remember, that's two different documents. Lease with option to buy is what you use to buy it if you're buying on a sandwich lease option, and you're selling with those three pieces of paper. You love my shirt. I know, Bill, you're in Minnesota. Yay. Houston, Texas. Lacey, way to go. Minnesota, Bill. Dave, good to see you, Dave. Hey, I don't usually see you here. Awesome to see new people. And Lux, hey, awesome. You made it to a live one. Way to go today. All right, so guys, I did a really nice recap today. This was a really valuable one. Watch it over because I went super fast. But basically, I did an encapsulation of the whole deal. Getting a deal done and getting it done quick, and you can have a big paycheck in your pocket in 2 weeks. Essentially 2 weeks to a big payday in this wonderful creative financing pre-funded deal market. So today we're going to say, I love this business. Let's just say that. I love this business. That's our affirmation for today. 3 times on 3. I love this business. 1, 2, 3. I love this business. I love this business. I love this business. Yeah. Now remember, guys, even if you kind of don't love it because you haven't made a ton of money yet, you've got to project that mindset, and then it will happen around you. You create it, you visualize first, create it in your mind, then manifest it in reality. That's the law of attraction, and that's how that works. So let's have a really great weekend. Let's manifest our positive reality in the real world this weekend and have an incredible weekend. Let's do our deep breathing. Nice deep breath in. Always a big smile. I got my shirt where I came from and my hat where I live now, Grand Canyon State, Arizona. Another deep breath in. Big smile. Hold it a little bit. And when you let it go, relax your shoulders and your neck a little bit. Another deep breath in. Great job. You're doing this with me, right? Joining in. It's always great when you can use smile therapy. That will turn you around at any time. You do 3 deep breaths and put a big smile on your face. You can snap yourself out of a bad mood pretty easily. So great to see you, Robert and Sandra. Look, everybody's here today. What a great gang. So have a great weekend. And until I see you Monday at the same time on Brunch with Brian, what are you going to do? You're going to keep expecting success. You're going to keep getting awesome training. And of course, you're going to be taking lots of action. All right. So I will see you guys on Monday. Go for it. I didn't end.